team from the playoff a year ago, the Wisconsin Badgers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the ground. He's got it again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Jones. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them. After the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He'll try to pop the draw. Spins away from the defender. Got enough for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got it in the middle. It's Covey.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice game. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Fires to the wideout. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Touchdown, Wildcats! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Wisconsin's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Badgers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll leave it with him. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Jones to throw. Using the quick game. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play.
Breaks into the open on the left, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Badgers! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meyer.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Covey. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Wants to go up top. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. QB draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Covey. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll play it safe and try for three. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arizona State is up big right now, and honestly, it feels like the Forks have been up since the opening kick.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. The give to the back. There he goes. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. How bold will they be on third down after that last run?
Green 25.
Jones wants to throw it. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's coming. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. He'll keep it on the sneak. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. Bringing the heat. He's got it. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
A third down try for the offense. Jones to throw. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. At the 45, on his way. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying the left side. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. It's complete. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give out of the gun. Crosses the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Jones wants to throw it. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man on the right. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
2-9 Philly.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Cricket.
Give to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback in and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Jones.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And he had just enough to will that one home. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Come on, set.
From the gun, running back on the move. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They punted away on 4th down. He's got it. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Rides the back and leaves it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Listen to this plays. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Northwestern will send out the punt team. On his way back from the 20. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be fit.
Running free. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Badger.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Motion from the back. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again.
3:25.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And a pickup pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
On the run, it's Ford. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Catch in the middle. It's shot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll go to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done it.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Finds his man. It's shot. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Jones wants to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Ray. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first down.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Grab near the sticks. It's Jones. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Covey. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Brings up 2nd down.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Northwestern 10.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's McGee. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Pickup of 15. Brings up 4th down.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Ready, set.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Moves.
Caught in the backfield, it's shot. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On the ready.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Wants to throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down.
On to kick it away.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're going back to the ground. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to...
Breaks into the open. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Dropping back, it's Gray. Under fire. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line.
22 water. 22 water.
From the gun, wants to pass. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Okay, ready? Jackrabbit.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's shot. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Finds the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Ford. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. They get through and it's blocked. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.